Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Dr. Vipra.
Good morning,
Uh,
sir. Good morning, Dr.
Good
Vira.
morning, everyone. Good morning, King Clinical everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Sir,
morning.
we can start with the orientation.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Vipra. Thank you very much. Okay, good morning, everyone. Good morning to this new batch, the fresh batch of advanced postgraduate diploma in clinical research, pharmacovigilance, and data management batch. Welcome you all to ClinicMinds. Welcome you to this program. Uh, the clinical research, as all of you now, whether due to your education, you are basically familiar what the clinical research is and the importance we all have seen during the COVID actually, how clinical trials and India's specifically the competence in the clinical trials have actually helped the country in developing the homegrown vaccine. And congratulations to the entire pharmaceutical and the life sciences industry who and the clinical trials industry who actually worked day and night and in developing this fantastic vaccine for India, and not only for the India, for the rest of the world. Today, India is the actually the supplier, major supplier of vaccine worldwide. So it's a very important clinical trials play a very, very important role into the drug development process, whether developing a new drug or a new medical device or a new vaccine. The clinical trials play a very, very important role. And over the next few months, you are going to learn the clinical trials in detail. The conducting clinical trials is a very uh, cost-wise and time-wise, a very long process, and a lot of investments are required, over $1 billion investments in every molecule you want to bring it to the market. It takes about $1 billion plus. In today's rupee value, let's say about 7,500 crores it takes to bring a drug to the market, and more maybe in certain cases. The COVID vaccine situation was slightly different. We had data, we had real world evidence, we had real cases, the fundings by the governments, various agencies worldwide. Hence, the vaccine development became shorter, the time became shorter, but otherwise, the entire drug development process takes about 8 to 9 years, sometimes 10 years to bring a new drug or device or a vaccine to the market. So you're over the period, next 3 months, you will learn these things, how to conduct clinical trials, what are the documents, what are the essential documents, who are the stakeholders, what are the regulations, how to conduct clinical trials, project management, uh, related softwares. Second part of the program is the pharmacovigilance, what you're going to learn on the drug safety side. So some of you who have opted for the pharmacovigilance and are eligible for that part of the program will learn how actually the drug safety is done, how we collect the safety information of the drug, how we analyze that information, how we report it to the regulatory agency. It's entire science. It's entire science and management of the pharmacovigilance. So over the next few months, you're going to learn pharmacovigilance and data management. Last but not least, one of the most important segments of the clinical trials is the data management, which also means the collection of the clinical trial data, integrating that into the software systems and analyzing and reporting it to the regulatory agencies. So next 3 months are going to be very exciting for you. I'm not going to repeat what my colleagues are going to say after my session. My colleagues from ClinicMinds team will be speaking and will be giving you a lot more in-depth information. My advice to you all is remain focused. It's a short program, so remain focused for the next 3 months. In the short course, it's you're not spending a long, several months basically into this course or a 1 year. So what you really need to do is to make sure that over the next 3 months you spend your time wisely. Do not miss your sessions. All those sessions will be recorded and recorded and given the access to all the students. But please make sure nothing like live sessions. So you will get opportunity to, interact with the advantage of the live sessions is that you interact. It's the same as classroom physically. I, although would like to see you during these, some of you or many of you are not visible. Please switch on your cameras. Then I think and work like a classroom. I think one of the important things is that switch on your cameras, see each other. I mean, that's the advantage of this. So when people actually talk about what is the difference between classroom and the e-learning, I say there is no difference. You all actually, it's much better environment. I can see you, you can see me, you can talk to the trainers the way you do it in the class without investing into the fuel, transportation, causing more environmental damage. So I think we can all learn much more effectively, utilize your time in a much better way. So there is no difference between actually the e-learning and the classroom, except two, you're paying less, and you are not traveling, you're not investing money on hostels or traveling time. So very effective model. So what we have, our experience of the 2.5 years of COVID is we have found this medium much more effective, much more interactive. We have a lot of case studies to share with the students on the real time basis, which in the classroom environment becomes hard sometimes because here you're lying, you're already on computers. So I'm assuming you all are on computers. So, and if you're not, please be on computers, because if you really want to learn this program very well, be on computers. I think a lot of information will be shared with you. There are softwares, and you can't learn these softwares on mobile phones. So if anyone doesn't have a laptop, please go ahead and arrange your laptop or a computer so that you learn. Also, importantly, when you go and work in the industry, you'll be going and working on the computers. So if you're not exposed to computers right now during this program, you'll find very hard to even clear interview. So please, all of you who do not have computers, please invest in one. It's a good investment. I think it pays you back almost immediately. So so over the next 3 months, you will get all these, training sessions. Apart from the technical, scientific, and these medical aspects of the program, there are a lot of personality development session, communication, English communication session. A lot of you are good at English, but English communication is not just about the speaking English. It is how do you present yourself at the time of interview, what to speak in the interview, what not to speak in the interview. So there are communication sessions going to be organized, personality development. Uh, then there are aptitude trainings, aptitude tests. You get trained on group discussions, poster presentations. So it's a 360-degree program basically to complete development of you. You as a professional, you don't just need to know the science and technology side, but also how to present this to your audience. When you join a company and you are asked to make a presentation, how will you make that presentation? If you're at a company conference, you have to present a poster. How would you make a poster presentation? For all these things, my colleagues will be, training you. Invest on yourself, on your time. Ensure that you use your time wisely. English communication at your own level, reading scientific journals, reading English newspaper. Uh, Fortunately, unfortunately, whichever way we call, but English is the only connecting language in this country. There are regional languages, there are vernacular languages. We all love our languages and we speak them in our at homes with friends and families. But when it comes to the corporate world, the only language India knows is the English. So please Remain focused on that language. The more you improve, more you work on English language, more you're likely to succeed in this sector. Because all the work we do is for the global companies, global pharmaceutical companies, and English is the only connecting language with the rest of the world. So that's a small advice. Computer, definitely pay attention, improve your keyboard skills. The more you're able to type, uh, there are no pen and paper jobs anymore. So the sector where you are joining, zero pen and paper jobs. You all are going to work on computers. So if you're familiar with PowerPoint presentations, Word document, Excel, searching on Google, there will be sessions where you'll be trained on the literature search on Google, how to do the proper scientific literature search on Google. All those sessions will be there, but improve on your keyboard skills. That's going to be almost one of the most important things in your interviews. Uh, Keyboard skills. You may be great at science and pharmaceutical or pharmacovigilance clinical trials knowledge, but when it comes to the keyboard skills, they will decide your career because there's no job where you'll be using pen and paper. So I think the program is well designed. You will. There's some people. Please unmute your. Please mute. Aparna. Please mute. Aparna, please mute. It seems people aren't even paying attention. It's very sad. Okay. So one of the again housekeeping issues, and these are the basic, the mannerism in the world today. When we participate in Zoom calls, we need to ensure that we all are mute, and whenever we are given an opportunity, we unmute yourself and then speak. If you want to make a point, there are you can raise hand always. There are buttons there. You can click them and raise your hand. And then at the appropriate level, the meeting coordinator, meeting manager will give you opportunity to speak. So these are the few things in the corporate world now have become norm. When you'll be working now, you'll be interacting with the global teams. When you work in this industry, you'll realize you're certainly part of the team in US or in Europe or in Japan or any other country. And within India also, you're working with several, you're part of the team. So participating in these teams is extremely important. And the fundamentals, the basic, the mannerism of these participating in these sessions is extremely important. So with this, the one of the questions always have the placements. Do not worry about the placement. Clindamine says excellent placement track record, not due to the connections we have in the companies. We don't work on the connections model. You are our connection. Our students are our connections. When you perform well and you go to interview, you appear for job interview, employer, if you are great, employer will hire you. So we don't have connection. Our only connection is industry are our students. 8,500 alumni are our best connections in the industry. And we would like you to become our best connections also over the next, in this next few years. So placement is not a problem. There will be a lot of pre-placement training sessions in the next 3 months, how to write CV, how to appear for interview, what to speak in the interview, what not to speak in the interviews, uh, why it is important that if you're given the opportunity, you should attend the interview and go through that process. We all have dream companies, but dream companies, as we all know, is a misnomer. Start your career where you get. Get into the companies, acquire the experience for the 1, 2, 3 years, and then look for the change. My colleagues today will, address this meeting. Your program is led by very, very senior team. Dr. Vipra, who is the head of the clinical operations, will be, and under her, we have other sort of a senior level clinical trials trainers. We have Dr. Said comes with almost 15, 16 years of, or maybe more actually, 20 years plus in the pharmacovigilance domain globally with the international experience. Same with the data management. We have a very senior level expert team. Mr. Rahul Malia, who's my colleague, heads the placements. He will be interacting with you as well today. So next 3 months are going to be interesting, exciting. Please participate. Do not miss sessions. There will be content available to you. Today, the head of the IT team, maybe today or next session, will be showing you the demo on how to access your study material. They will be, I think my colleague Dr. Vipra will be doing that today. How to access your study material, your presentations, your notes, your recordings. All this is available 100% online, 24/7, not only during the program, even after the program, the content continues to be available to you for the 6 months period. So with this, I would like to end my, brief session, and I would request everyone to, if you have questions, please feel free to ask me the questions. It can be no right or wrong question. Nothing is out of context. You can ask anything you want.
Hello.
Yes, Yash. Yeah, you can.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, I have one question that,
Yes, sir.
sir, how the software handlings will be carried out? Means
So
how?
software,
Yeah.
yeah. So
How it will
software,
be performed and how to access and what will
correct.
be the process? Yeah.
So software, if you see, is not, software is important, but the first part of the program is learn all fundamentals. So once the software starts, you will be trained sharing this platform. We will be doing the demonstration of the software, and any students who would like to practice, then we give you the access, the practice access. You don't need to download anything on your computer. No softwares will be allowed to download in computers. They all are on cloud. So you will get the username and passwords, and you can then access for the practice. And you will be given assignments on what to do with those software. So all those trainings will be given to you online here.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Dr. Vipra will explain, and Dr. Said and Dr. Vipra will explain all those things.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. So if you're not any questions, I'm around. I will continue to be present here. Dr. Vipra, I hand over to you now.
Thank you so much, sir. So we take this session forward. I hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Audible, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
okay, thank you, sir. So moving ahead with the session today, I would request the students. Yes, sir.
Dr. Vipra, I request everyone to go live at least, once and keep, they should introduce by going live on the screen.
Yes, sir. So, moving forward with the session, I would request each one of you, as I call out the names, to uh, switch on your camera, come live, introduce yourself, tell us your name, what is your basic qualification, and what is your current location, which year you completed your qualification. So, just a brief introduction about yourself, and please come live as I call out the names. Okay. So the first student is Manali Chaudhary.
so hello everyone.
Manali, yeah.
Hello, ma'am. So
Hello, Manali.
my name is Manali Santosh Chaudhary. I'm basically from Khiroda, which is located in Jalgaon district. I did my graduation in the pharmacy. Means in this month, 2-3 months, I graduate. I will graduate. Yes, that's all about me.
So Manali, this means you are still to give final year examination of B Pharmacy.
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
after 2 months I will give my final examination.
Okay, and you are clear about it now. As soon as you will complete the graduation, then only you can apply for the jobs.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Next we have Arpan Tripathi.
I'm audible.
Audible.
Good morning to all of you.
Yes, Arpan.
My name is Arpan Tripathi. I am from Satna, MP. I have done my post-graduation MSc Chemistry